Okay. Now today we are dealing with the thyroid 2.
Thank you.
Thyroid 2. Please tell me about the anatomical position of the thyroid gland, where it is situated.
The neck.
In the middle of the neck on the either side of the trachea. Okay. Now briefly tell me the histology of thyroid gland. It is made up of various lobules. The lobules, they are contains follicular cell, and in the central section is called what?
Globulin.
Thyroglobulin, which contain what? Thyroglobulin contain what? Thyroglobulin, it contains the hormones T3 and T4. Now yesterday we are day for these lectures we are dealing with the anatomy of the thyroid gland, then the hormones secreted by thyroid gland, third the levels of the thyroid gland, fourth and important is the 6 stages of the synthesis of the thyroid gland, fifth is action of thyroid gland. In that, please write down the action of thyroid gland. I think we have finished 2 or 3. On basal metabolic rate, it increases the BMR. In hyperthyroidism, the BMR increases 60 to 80% more than normal. In hypothyroidism, the BMR it decreases up to 20 to 40%. BMR is the basal metabolic rate. It increases all the metabolism of the body. So it is called cholinergic hormones. The second, we go towards the metabolic twist: protein, fat, carbohydrate. Protein. On protein, it is having anabolic effects. It increases the protein synthesis. Number one, how? Number one, it increases the transport of amino acid. Number two, it increases the transcription of DNA. Number three, it increases the translation of RNA. And number four, it decreases the catabolism of protein. In these 4 ways, it increases the synthesis of protein. Now go towards the fat. Number 2. Number 3 is the fat. It mobilizes the fat from adipose tissue. So the triglyceride level, the fatty acid level in the blood is increases. Then on carbohydrate metabolism. On carbohydrate metabolism, same we take anabolic effect which increases the blood glucose level. Number first, how it increases? It decreases utilization of the glucose by the cell. Second, it decreases conversion of glucose into the glycogen. Third, it decreases glycogenolysis. Please tell me what is glycogenolysis? What is glycogenolysis?
Breakdown of glucose.
Breakdown of glycogen.
Glycogenolysis is breakdown of glycogen into the glucose.
Yes.
And what is gluconeogenesis? It decreases also gluconeogenesis. What do you mean by gluconeogenesis?
Formation of glucose.
Synthesis of glucose from
Synthesis of protein apart from the carbohydrate. So by this means it increases the blood glucose level and leads to hyperglycemia.
Yes.
Then fourth, we are seeing action on the bones. Same like the growth hormone, they have the action on the bone by the osteoblast cells. They act on the bone and they are responsible for the growth of our body structure by lengthening the bones, like the growth hormones. So, physical growth is also by thyroid hormone. If this hormone is decreases, there is stunted growth. Then, management, their important one is cardiovascular system. Write down serious. On the cardiovascular system, it increases all the parts of the cardiovascular system. Means it increases the heart rate. The increased heart rate is called what? Increased heart rate more than normal is called what?
Tachycardia.
Tachycardia.
Write down how it acts on the node, and it's, when we compare the heart rate or pulse rate of a normal person with the hyperthyroid person, the pulse rate may be up to 100. Okay? So, if exercise is not there, anything is not there, but the pulse rate is increased. Number one, heart rate increases by thyroid hormone. Number two, it increases also the force of contraction of the heart. So, due to increase in the force of contraction of the heart, the cardiac output is also increased. So, the systolic blood pressure is increased. You know, the systolic blood pressure is a measure of cardiac output. Then it increases the conductivity of the heart and excitability of the heart. It's all positive effect on the heart. Mainly you remember tachycardia, sleeping pulse rate. During sleep, because of the silence, the pulse rate is decreased. You may say bradycardia, it maybe goes up to 60. But in hyperthyroid person, though the person is in the sleep, the pulse rate may go up above 100. So tachycardia is the characteristic feature of the hyperthyroid person. Okay? Now, serious. RS, very simple, it increases rate and force of contraction of the respiration. Rate is it increases the rate of the respiratory rate. It is not very important. Then, action on the GIT tract. Action on the GIT tract. Should I stop the lecture? See, important one is action on the CVS, we have completed, RS, we have completed, then gastrointestinal tract. It increases the motility and secretion of the GIT tract. Now, applied part, we will see what happens when there is hyperthyroidism and when there is hypothyroidism. It increases the GIT motility and the secretions. Then, important one is, I think you double underline this, effect on the central nervous system. It's very important. During fetal life, when the baby is in the womb of the mother, and after the postnatal life, in the birth of the baby up to 18 months, the thyroid hormone is important for the baby. Why? Because, please carefully listen this word, for myelination of the nerve fiber, they may ask in the exam, why the thyroid dogs, they are mentally retarded? You may say that for myelination, thyroid hormone is important. Myelination of what? Nerves. The thyroid hormone is important. So if thyroid hormone is not there, there is no myelination of the dot, no connection between the synapse, and the baby becomes mentally retarded. So first 18 months after the birth and during the fetal life, if by any means the fetus not get a thyroid hormone, then this condition, we'll see in the upright one afterwards. Then again on the central nervous system. It's very, very important to maintain the CNS, the central nervous system. When you compare the normal person with the hyperthyroid person, the hyperthyroid person means the secretion they are increased. So what I am telling that is maintain the integrity of the central nervous system means that with thyroid hormone is increases, there is hyperexcitability of the central nervous system. And the symptom, the person may say that means the mood swing is there, nervous pains, extreme worries, the psychosomatic disorder is there. Then suddenly the patient may go into depression or irritability. All these psychosomatic symptoms is there when the thyroid hormone is not there. Mental sluggishness. Okay? And on the sleep, please.
I don't want to fall asleep. I don't want to pass away. I've been thinking of my future.
I think I should hear yours only. बजाओगा ना, मेरे को भी अच्छा लगेगा. Listen, important one, action on the sleep. The sleep, when sleep is there, it is important for life because neurons, they get fatigued. And for sleep, the reticular activating system is important. In this reticular activating system is active. The sleep is not there. When this reticular inhibition of this reticular activating system is there, automatically we go into the sleep. So in hyperthyroid person, what happens? In the thyroid level, they are increased. Hyperthyroid means increased thyroid level. In the hyperthyroid person, due to hyperexcitability of the central nervous system, person feels sleepy, but sleep is not there. That is insomnia. Sleep is not there. Person says that, madam, I feel sleepy, but sleep is not there. Because the reason is hyperexcitability of the central nervous system. Opposite that, when hypothyroidism is there, the sleep is more. It may be 14 to 16 hours. Normal person can sleep up to 8 to 9 hours, but the hypothyroid person can sleep up to 14 to 16 hours. Okay? Now, which stimulate the thyroid hormone, leptin and alpha melanocytes, stimulate hypothalamus. Hypothalamus stimulates thyroid releasing hormone. Thyroid releasing hormone acts on the anterior pituitary. On the anterior pituitary, it acts, produces TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, and thyroid stimulating hormone acts on the thyroid gland and the hormone they are produced. Inhibition, excess iodine intake, inhibition of thyroid hormone. Somatostatin, you know, somatostatin is both hormone inhibitory hormone. Glucocorticoids and dopamine. They cause inhibition of the thyroid hormone, and leptin and alpha melanocyte, they cause stimulation of the thyroid hormone. Please, I am again repeating that. Please go through the actions of the thyroid hormone. Now, this very important part of the thyroid hormone disorders. I already told you in the first lecture, there is Normal secretion of hormone, no problem. When hyposecretion, there is disorder. When hypersecretion, there is also disorder. Now, please listen carefully. When increased secretion of the hormone T3, T4, it is called hyperthyroidism. Please, if you are writing or not, I am not. मैं देख नहीं सकती हूँ. The short note may ask on the hyperthyroidism. Hyperthyroidism, or it is called thyrotoxicosis. In that, the T3 and T4 level is increased. There is hypersecretion of thyroid hormone. It is just two reasons. One is called Graves' disease. Please stop that. One is finish. One is called Graves' disease, and second is called thyrotoxicosis. Graves' disease ऐसे होता है, फिर कंफ्यूजन होता है और याद नहीं रहता है. प्लीज डोंट ब्रेक माय कंटिन्यूटी. ओके, आपके नाम आते हैं, ये सब आता है, मैंने पहले ही बोला है. एंड दिस इज फॉर यू ऑनलाइन लेक्चर. ओके, नाउ शॉर्ट नोट में आप फर्स्ट वर्ड यू राइट hyperthyroidism means increased secretion of thyroid hormone more than normal with T3 and T4, or it is also called thyrotoxicosis. It is due to two. One is due to Graves' disease. Graves' disease, the short note may be asked on the Graves' disease. Graves' disease is the cell where there is hypersecretion of the thyroid hormone. But the reason is that it is autoimmune disease. The reason is that it is autoimmune disease. Then another reason to increase secretion of the thyroid hormone more than normal is thyroid adenoma. It is a small tumor which is responsible for the increased secretion of the thyroid hormone. Please write down clinical features of the thyroid hormone. Please write down. Number 1, intolerance to heat. Number 2, there is increased sweating. Number 3, in spite of good appetite, due to diarrhea, the body weight is decreases. There is diarrhea, muscular weakness, the CNS symptoms, they are nervousness, extreme fatigability, inability to sleep, mild tremors, extreme worry, polycythemia, tachycardia, systolic hypertension is increases, and at one stage there may be a cardiac failure. I forgot to tell the effect on the arteries. Due to his production, there is vasodilatation, and the vasodilatation leads to decreased peripheral resistance, and decreased peripheral resistance leads to decrease in the diastolic blood pressure. But on SNO, there is increased force of contraction, so systolic blood pressure is increases, so diastolic blood pressure is decreases. Some signs they are there. There is typical signs. As soon as patient comes to the clinic, we will see that surely this patient is of this type, because typical sign is there as soon as patient comes to your clinic. Exophthalmos. Please write down this. Exophthalmos means protrusion of the eyeball. Not all hyperthyroid patients develop, but some degree of protrusion of the eyeball is there. You may differentiate between The normal protrusion of the eyeball, किसी की आंखें बड़ी होती है, but you may differentiate the protrusion, means ऐसे बाहर आ रही आंखें. That is called exophthalmos. What is the cause of exophthalmos? The cause of exophthalmos is due to edematous swelling of the retroorbital. Retro means behind. Retroorbital tissue and degenerative changes in the extraocular muscle. So one sign is exophthalmos. One sign of hyperthyroidism is exophthalmos. See this figure? It shows, this picture shows that the lady is having hyperthyroidism, showing the sign that is called exophthalmos, is protrusion of the eyeball. Hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism means decreased thyroid level more than normal. It is divided into two parts, in adult as well as in children. When it is seen in the adult, it is called myxedema. Write down the short note may ask on the myxedema. Myxedema, it is due to hypothyroidism in adults. It occurs in conditions where there is complete lack of thyroid hormone. The condition may be that the thyroid hormone, thyroid gland is absent, there is congenital absence of the receptor, some autoimmune disease. So there is no synthesis of thyroid hormone. So there is hypothyroidism, or maybe the person may be the dose of the anti-thyroid drug is increases. Please write down signs and symptoms. Typical features they are there. Swelling of the face. I will show you the figure afterwards. Then bagginess under the eyes. Non-fitting type of edema. Means when we press on the edema, after that you will see that some impression is there. Here when we press on the edematous part, and we release it, that there is no depression of on that part. This is called non-fitting type of edema. What do you mean by atherosclerosis? Atherosclerosis? So why can?
Formation of plaque in the blood vessels. Formation of plaque in the blood vessels.
No, you are wrong. Atherosclerosis, deposition of the cholesterol in both arteries as well as veins. It is called on the vessel. Vessel means artery as well as vein. Deposition of the cholesterol in vessel wall is called atherosclerosis, and arteriosclerosis means deposition of cholesterol in arteries only. Then there is hypertension, anemia, fatigue, extreme sleep. I already told that the person may sleep up to 14 to 16 hours. Heart rate is decreased, force of contraction of heart is decreased, decreased cardiac output and blood volume. Then opposite to hyperthyroidism, it is decrease in the body weight, it is increase in the body weight here. There is diarrhea, there is constipation, mental sluggishness is there. Remember that I have seen one patient of the myxedema. Important sign is scaliness of the skin. जैसे सर्दी के दिनों में scaliness होता है ना, that like the skin is so much dry that there is scaliness of the skin. And one person tried to speak. The voice is frog-like husky voice. And here the hyperthyroidism, it is heat intolerance. Here it is cold intolerance. It is hypothyroidism in adults. Usually female, they are sufferers after 50. I will show you a figure. See all edematous state, bagginess under eye. Now, second applied part of the hyperthyroidism in children is called cretinism. Hypothyroidism in children is called cretinism. It occurs due to congenital absence of thyroid gland or lack of iodine in diet. I already told for synthesis of thyroid hormone, iodine plus tyrosine amino acid is essential for the formation of T4 and T3. Now remember that during first 2 to 3 weeks, the baby gets the hormone from the mother. Means, पहले 2-3 week baby is normal. But what is the complaint of the mother? How are you saying that this is hypothyroidism? He is telling that वो सुस्त रहता है, सोते ही रहता है, हाथ पैर हिलाता नहीं है. That is the mother's complaints. And when he compares with another children, growth, height, जैसे आप बोलते हैं ना 4 महीने का बच्चे का इतना होता है, ये 6 महीने का लगता है, ये 7 महीने का लगता है. When he compares, the height is decreased, stunted growth. A newborn baby with thyroid deficiency may appear normal at the time of birth because of thyroxine supplemented from the mother. But a few weeks after birth, the baby starts developing the signs like sluggish movements and croaking sound while crying. And remember that they avoid feeding. Skeletal growth is more affected than the soft tissue growth, so there is stunted growth. The tongue becomes so much large that it hangs from the mouth and there is dribbling of saliva. I already told you that a cretinism is different from the pituitary dwarf. In the cretinism, there is mental retardation and the different parts of the body, they are disproportionate. Please go through today this cretinism. A short note may ask on the cretinism. A last applied part of thyroid gland is goiter. Write the definition of the goiter. It is a non-inflammatory swelling of the thyroid gland. See the picture of the cretinism. Pot belly appearance. Tongue, it is coming out. This is the picture showing the condition called cretinism. Cretinism means hypothyroidism in infants. Goiter. Goiter means non-inflammatory enlargement of the thyroid gland. Here in the middle, there is say. मैंने आपने शायद पेशेंट देखे होंगे goiter की. Goiter is of 2 types: endemic choroidal goiter and idiopathic non-toxic goiter. Now, what happens in goiter? Goiter is due to iodine deficiency. We require more than 70 microgram iodine per day in the diet, but in this case, they may get only 30 microgram or 20 microgram iodine per day. Due to iodine deficiency, this is called endemic choroidal goiter. They are saying that there is no enlargement of the T3 and T4 and how the thyroid gland is enlarged. It is also called iodine deficiency goiter. Because of lack of iodine, there is no formation of hormones. Please remember that. In toxic goiter means in goiter due to hyperthyroidism, there is hormone T3, T4, hypersecretion of hormone. But this non-toxic goiter, there is no secretion of hormones. By feedback mechanism, hypothalamus and anterior pituitary are stimulated. TRS from the hypothalamus and T thyroid stimulating hormone then cause thyroid cell? Should I proceed or not? The TSH then cause thyroid cell to secrete. Please, they may ask you the mechanism of formation of the endemic colloidal goiter. There is iodine deficiency. The TRH and TSH, they increases. The TSH then cause thyroid cells to secrete tremendous amount of thyroglobulin into the follicles, but in these there is no hormones to be cleared. See, as I already said, in the synthesis of the thyroid hormone, the colloidal material, the thyroglobulin, they contain T4 and T3, but they are in the combined form. When they are cleaved or they are separated, it's one molecule of monoiodotyrosine plus 2 molecules of diiodotyrosine goes to T3. 2 molecules of diiodotyrosine plus 2 molecules of diiodotyrosine gives T4. And there is no hormone is not present to be cleaved. Thyroglobulin remains as it is and gets accumulated in the follicles of the gland. Therefore, the size of the gland is increases. Then idiopathic non-toxic goiter. Two types of goiter is there. One is endemic colloidal goiter and idiopathic non-toxic goiter. Enlargement of thyroid gland occurs even without iodine deficiency. The exact cause is not known. It is suggested that these patients are affected first by thyroiditis, means inflammation of the thyroid gland, which reduces the synthesis of thyroid hormone. Therefore, the secretion of TSH increases, causing increase in the size of the gland. This is the figure of the goiter. Tremendous increase in the size of the thyroid gland, enlargement of the thyroid gland. Okay? 1 minute. बंद करायचं लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन काय करते